Hope very much you're enjoying the live boxing, and it is very much live tonight from the York Hall in Bethnal Green. The showcase event has delivered a sensational result. Francis Ampopo is now British Commonwealth flyweight title holder. More live boxing to come here. This is at light welterweight. Georgie Smith from Basildon, this is him. And he's up against Stevie Bolt from Plymouth. Both of these chaps making their first steps in the professional ranks, so this comes by way of marking our card. Maybe one of these two fighters will be looking at title class a little bit down the road. Anyway, we'll know more very shortly. Our MC tonight is Alan Hughes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the light welterweight contest at 10 stone 2 over 6 two-minute rounds. Introducing in the red corner with those red shorts, with no wins from one contest. He comes from Plymouth. Will you welcome, please, Steve Bolt.
Calls himself Steve Thunderbolt.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent in the blue corner with the white and the gold shorts. One win from his only contest from Basildon, Georgie Smith.
Smith with massive support here.
And the weigh-in today, Bolt scaled 9 stone 12, Smith 10 stone 1.5 pounds. Your referee is Mark Green, and your time is the next fight. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 two-minute rounds.
The rounds will be of 2-minute duration here, but this Georgie Smith, former ABA finalist, he's from Basildon, just down the road. He's the one with the hair. But he's obviously a bit of a cult figure already. This is only his second professional fight, an England international as an amateur as well. And he won on his professional debut.
Well, it's nice hair, nice shorts, nice boots, but can he fight him?
We're about to find out. It's only the second pro fight as well for Steve Bolt, who comes from Plymouth. He lost on his debut to Alan Temple of Hartlepool in this ring. He was knocked out in the second round on that occasion, Bolt, having floored his opponent in the third. Big gangling fighter who just loves to take a swing, looks extremely wild and raw, but it might be fun while it lasts. Maybe not for Bolt. Oh, Smith getting in with some wide hooks.
Bolt very, very upright. He's very stiff. He's got to watch out for any sort of hooks. But I believe he can bang a little bit himself.
And from the opening salvos, you'd have a small wager that it might not go the distance. Getting some power into the punches by the look of it there, Georgie Smith. Light welterweight division, the 10-stone division, really got through with some good headshots, and he's dropped him. Down goes Bolt. Big punches raining in from Smith, who picked the punches well. His fans are on their feet at the back of the hall and on the balcony here at the York Hall. And Smith bang on top in round one. And Bolt is glad it's only a 2-minute round as well at this stage.
Yes, they're good shots coming in from Georgie Smith. He's answered my question. He can't fight a bit. He put his shots together well.
He landed one punch while Bolt was on the floor. He gets up immediately, but he's in trouble here. One more knockdown, and I would think the referee would call a halt. Maybe he should anyway. That ought to be it, really. 3 knockdowns in the round. That has to be curtains. Georgie Smith has won it, or has the bell gone somewhere? No, I think the bell went amid all the mayhem to save Bolt, who was down 3 times in the round. In British boxing, we do not have the 3 knockdown rule, where 3 knockdowns in the round constitute an automatic finish. Maybe we should have there.
Maybe we should have in this fight, because he was hurt all 3 times. He was under a lot of pressure. There's some good headshots coming in from Georgie Smith. He's doing his work very well, and he traps his man in the corner. There's some of that work that went in. He's worked well the head and body. We see Stevie Bolt's head really rocking back. He really felt the force of them shots. And down he goes.
Well, that was an explosive opening round here from Georgie Smith. to be box office, isn't he? He already is. He sold a few tickets here at the York Hall tonight, and early television exposure for him. Bolt down 3 times in round 1. Again, the left hooks go thudding home. Fighting with his face a bit, Bolt.
He is, yes, he's very, very upright. That's his problem. He's got to get that head down and bob and weave a little bit. You see every shot, Smith's just rolling and coming back with shots over the top.
Well, he's just fallen over there. And now he's wrestled Smith to the ground. Referee Mark Green just wanting a little word with Bolt about that, who was clinging on for dear life. Remember a time at the Albert Hall where both boxers fell out of the ring together. Bolt. Let's go with the right hand, just looking to get lucky. He's not frightened to let the leather flow. He hasn't landed with much.
Well, he's quite unorthodox, but when he lets them shots go, it does look as if he carries a bit of a wallop in them.
Smith will have to guard that he's not just caught by one sucker punch. All combinations. He's got too much class for this guy. That's a stoppage. It is over now. Round 2. No doubt about this time. Georgie Smith makes it 2 out of 2. Delights his legion of supporters who've come here in some numbers. You'll be hearing more about him. It's early days yet in his career. He was a 1991 ABA finalist. Lost to Jason Matthews of Wales. But he's got some good amateur wins to his name. And did that well.
He did everything he had to do there, put the pressure on and kept it on against an opponent who was very unorthodox, and he had to be very careful he didn't get caught with one of them thunderbolts. Here's some of the work. He just put the pressure on. Good hooks there. Kept the momentum going well, and Bolt just couldn't get out of the way of the shots. And he just kept it on.
Yes, I'm afraid Steve Bolt was out of his depth against his former top amateur, who looks like he might have the potential to develop into a very good pro.
And ladies and gentlemen, in 1 minute 30 seconds of round 2, the referee Mark Green has stopped the contest. Georgie Smith is the winner.
Well, we like the hairstyle and we like the performance even more. Georgie Smith.
Ladies and gentlemen, your appreciation, please, for Steve Bolt. But ladies and gentlemen, 2 out of 2 now for Georgie Smith.
Haven't heard much of that chap before, but Duke McKenzie, at first view, what did you make of him?
I think he's probably the promoter's dream. He can fight a little bit and he does a lot of tickets, you know, to his crowd.
As you can hear.
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty, you know, exciting, isn't he? You know, he's like pretty colourful. Yeah. He's getting summed it up quite well earlier, actually, and he said he's got, you know, colourful shorts and a nice gown, and well, let's see if he can fight. Well, he's done precisely that.
From the technical point of view, on that brief showing, what has he got going for him?
Sells a lot of tickets.
Well, that helps. Yes, it does.
Yeah, he's got to be just brought along nice and steadily, you know, after like 2 fights. But the shots that he's throwing are all like roundhouse shots, which are good. I mean, the other guy can't even see him coming. And that was a smashing left hook. And this straight right that goes right through the guard. It's a good shot. They're all good shots. He's a well-schooled fighter, you know. I don't know what amateur club he belonged to, but, you know, wherever he did belong to.
Well, I'll tell you, actually.
They've done a good job with him.
Yes. Let's have a look here. I've got the night programme. Canvey, ABC.
Right. Yeah, sure. I've heard of the Canvey BBC. Well, they've done a good job with him. Yeah, they've done a good job with him. He's a good prospect at this stage of the game.
At this stage of the game. But just to prove that in professional boxing, hype, as Duke mentioned, selling tickets, this is what it's all about. Let me quote from the night's programme tonight. The last line about the profile of Georgie Smith, who can fight, as we've just seen. It says, tonight is your chance to see possibly the greatest talent Britain has ever produced in this division. The jury's out, but he's done the best that he can do so far. More live boxing in just a moment.